almost like being at home or at an inn or something. Very, very comfortable compared to your journeys before, where you had to like
Yeah.
camp in a tent and stuff like that. Um, you can hear the lightning, the thunder outside. Um, and then, so is anyone memorizing spells after third shift or casting spells or anything?
I had was 6 spell levels again.
So you're able to, memorize those during third shift, right? Is that? Hello? Thrashim?
I'm good.
Can you hear me, Thrashim?
Hear me.
Yes, I hear you. Okay, so at 7 a.m. on September 25th, 10 AE5, you have another encounter with something. Let's see if it's possible. I think the check for this terrain is a 1, but I'm actually rolling 1s, unlike when you were at sea. So
Chance, and it only like 2 or 3 times a day for planes, which just makes it really bad.
I think it's twice a day for planes. So but yeah.
Aquatic encounters, since we're on the coast, or not?
No. You're a little far in from the coast. You can still see the like 1 square of the ocean, but you're several miles in, about 6 miles. You can see it on the horizon. It is just as flat as the sea, so but yeah, it's the weather is still really nasty. It's storming and very wet. I'm not going to slow you guys down for mud and stuff. I really hate those rules. Gets annoying to DM those.
Within like a week or some bullshit.
But as you're walking along for role playing purposes, the ground is very, it kind of makes farting noises as you pull your feet out of it. And
if there's thunder and lightning about, I wouldn't be able to fly safely.
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, technically you could fly, but if you don't feel safe doing it, then you could land or whatever.
Well, theoretically, as only a hatchling, I wouldn't feel safe flying in some sort of, or near some sort of hazard.
Yeah.
It takes up to hurricane winds or something like that that really pose trouble for flyers.
Yeah, hurricane
all you're grounded or something.
Hurricane slash what's it called?
Something like
Gale. Gale force. So yeah, you guys are walking, or you just started walking like maybe 5 minutes ago. And do you want to keep the same order of march? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. So same order of march, right?
Yeah.
Don't see any reason to change it.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so rolling for surprise now. Let's see. Surprise party. Party's modifier surprise the enemy is 2 because you have over 20 people or 20 entities, which actually gives the enemy a bonus. Nobody's surprised. So, yeah, 0 chance of surprise unless someone is super clumsy, like with 1 dexterity or something.
Lucas?
Okay. So I'm just gonna move the party to the left side of the map. Real quick.
5th now, right?
Say again?
5th of September now, right?
Yeah, the 25th. Just gonna reveal the whole map because it's easier. There we go. You would be able to see pretty far in daylight anyways. It's you know, first thing in the morning, the sun feels like it's trying to shine between the clouds but utterly failing at it.
Ha! Get fucked, son.
Yeah, get fucked, son. The sky is just gray and wet and dreary and nasty. Okay. Why can't I select stuff? Huh. I'm just switching maps and switching back because I can't select things right now for some reason. I've got my select tool selected. Select / move. And can I select things? Let's see. I'm on the wrong freaking layer, that's why. Okay, so now I'm able to select characters and move them to the correct side of the screen. Okay, come on. Dragging plants and shit with you. Right about there. Okay. And then 39 squares ahead of you, you see plain as day. A
Trask.
copper dragon.
Hmm.
Okay.
Dragon! Oh my god!
I'm just gonna count out 39 squares real quick. Dragon!
But I've never seen one! Oh.
Another goody two-shoes dragon. Fuck.
Okay.
Be in disguise. You know?
Yeah, it's flying through the sky, right towards you. Probably about, let's see. I'm gonna say about 90 feet in the air, so I'm gonna give it 9. Alright, and you can see its coppery scales sort of reflecting the light from the lightning. You know,
Oh, it's a huge one. How lovely.
yeah,
And ours
it
was
is.
so tiny.
It is huge category, definitely.
Tiny now.
So a question. What alignment are copper dragons?
Meta, don't answer that.
Okay, meta, got it, sorry.
Meta. Okay. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm actually gonna turn to Adelon and ask if she can talk to it.
What, just because they're both dragons? Racist as fuck, man. What the
Doesn't
hell?
exactly look.
Coming from
eager
the
at
guy
that
who has a hard on
prospect.
for gnomes.
Just because they're both dragons doesn't mean like, oh yeah, you know the secret fucking code word or
The
whatever.
fact that
Well, yeah,
Adelon's the one that
dragons-
applies. But yeah, Thrashing will
exactly
just
have
go
to.
hail.
Okay. It seems
Not
to do
exactly.
a half move. Sort of gliding, so it loses about, what is that, 10 feet per round if you glide, right? Anyone know?
believe so.
Yeah.
For
Okay, so it drops
10
down
feet of altitude. Yeah.
10 feet of altitude while gliding. Thrash him. Thrash him, can you hear me?
10 while gliding.
10 while gliding, okay. Yeah, so it drops down to 80 feet. And what are you doing?
Just like raises a hand and goes hail. You know, you can't hear him, but he just tries to make the gesture, and you know.
Ah. Okay. Okay, it doesn't respond.
What a dick.
Yeah. But it does continue gliding. What do you guys want to do?
Secret handshake for dragons.
Oh, can we tell what direction it's gliding in?
Your direction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Keep calm,
move
everybody.
lead down and get out of its way if at all possible.
Okay.
It's like 80 feet up, right?
Yeah, it is now 80 feet up, and it got a lot closer. Looks like about 30 squares closer.
I guess I'll just wait. I have no big desire to talk to this dragon particularly, but if it decides to come down, then whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna and get out of its way.
Okay. So it's going to do another half move.
It's going to like ignore
And
us.
it drops to 70 feet now. And Adelon, at this time, you can tell that it is male. As it's sort of passing overhead, you can see its nether regions.
Adelon is too young for that.
Exactly.
Okay. And I guess it'll do another glide.
Waves and yells hail if you can hear it now.
It doesn't respond. And it does like a wing over. Sort of, not quite a 180, like a 135-ish.
I can do that.
Okay. And it does another half move, gliding. And it does another wing over.
Yeah, it's trying to show up.
You guys, what do you guys want to do?
To see what it's gonna do, you know, because it won't
Yeah, I
respond.
figure if it was gonna attack us, it had done so by now.
I'm
Adelon, can you talk to him at all? Do you know its secret dragon codes or anything?
I can talk the language of metallic dragons. I can give it a shot.
And it continues gliding.
I'm going to glide forward myself. How high up is it?
It's now 70 feet in the air.
Oh, I'd actually have to fly up a little bit. Because I'm only 40 feet.
It does another wing over, facing this way.
Yeah, I'm basically going to fly to where...
He does.
I'm going to fly forward to about here. And I'm flying upwards as well to about the same, to about 60 feet. So I can sort of guess it's dropping 10 feet at a time, right?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like it's just gliding and doing wing overs and sort of descending slowly.
Yeah. So I'll sort of move to this point here, at about 60 feet.
Okay.
And I'll sort of wait for it to move closer.
Right.
Breathing in.
Yeah, you hear the whipping of its wings through the wet air as it gets a lot closer to you now, actually, since you're so high in the air. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and it glides directly overhead, 10 feet. And you kind of get eye lock with him, and he just sort of, passes 10 feet over you. He's directly 10 feet over you right now at this instant.
Yeah, so sort of as he's passing by, I'll greet him in the tongue of metallic dragons.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead. Like, what do you say?
Just greetings.
Oh.
Greetings.
It says, "Greetings, young one," in the language of metallic.
May I ask,
He looks like he's age category 3.
oh, so he's actually much older than I am. Well, age category wise, but years wise, yes, he's big, so I'll respond. Will I have time to do another respond before he's out of reach?
Say it again.
Or
Hold
something.
on, I need to turn down my sound effects. I'm hearing lightning over your voice. Your voice is very, very quiet. I need to find a way to turn you up, actually.
Sorry.
Max, and he is the quietest of the group for whatever reason.
Yeah.
iPad.
There we go.
iPad microphone.
Okay.
I have no choice.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
have to move it up to my mouth then.
Okay.
But basically, do I have
Sensitivity,
time
maybe.
do I have time to respond before he'd be out of reach or something like that?
Well, about every 30 seconds, I'm gonna make him do like a half move because he's gliding. So, but you hear the loud. At this point, you're within 10 feet. You hear the loud, almost thunderous flapping of his leathery wings as he glides directly overhead and passes over you. He sort of turns slightly, 45 degrees to face west, and glides another 15 squares.
I'm going
But he is
to.
within earshot.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of glide along with him.
Okay, so you do a wing over and kind of follow behind him.
Yep.
Okay,
I mean,
he drops to 60 feet now.
I'll pretty much always be 10 feet under him.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, he dropped to 60 feet.
So I'll be at 50 feet at this point.
Okay. And he does another wing over, facing that direction.
He would have done his wing over before I would have caught up, right?
Sure, but I mean, you can do a wing over right now if you want to.
Yeah, I know, I'm just... And then, as I catch up, I'll ask, what brings you to these parts? Again, in the tongue of metallic dragons.
He says, I'm just wandering my lands, trying to find shelter from the storm, but I can find none.
Okay, and she'll sort of pike up in interest and ask, these are your lands?
For the time, yes.
Okay, would you like myself and my companions to move away then?
No, you are welcome here, he says as he sort of glides.
I want to ask.
The sky and wonders if this is the mating rituals of dragons. And circles.
So he sort of turns at the end of his half move, still gliding.
For now, she's learned what she needs to, so... Well, what the others really need to know. So, Adelon's going to sort of, fly down towards the ground where the group is.
Yeah.
Sort of, in sort of this general area here. And sort of explain that, he means us no. He's just, roaming about his lands looking for some shelter from the storm. Did ask if, he would want us to be gone, but he says, that we, did he actually say that we were welcome or that we're just fine?
Yeah. He says, no, you're welcome here.
Yeah. So, yeah, he said, we're welcome here.
Thrasham will just go like, well, I guess we can continue on. If you want, you can tell them there's the forest to the south that might be able to provide some shelter. I don't think there are any mountains nearby, though. No.
Okay.
What?
Sort of as Thrasham tells me that, I'll fly back up to catch up to the dragon.
Okay. He sort of quickly descends to the ground right here. Let's see if I did, yeah. And he just lands.
Okay.
He only
Well,
had like
I'll
50 feet left. So he
I'll save my...
he basically does like a dive, and then right at the end of his dive, he does like a J-hook skyward, and touches down with his feet. And they sort of drag across the ground, well, the muddy ground, quickly. It's a nice soft landing for him. As his claws sort of dig into the ground, and he slows himself down to a pretty quick stop, and then he lands, and he sort of faces the group.
So I'll save myself the trouble then, and just... and again, I'll greet him, again in metallic tongue, and I'll also say, one of my companions tells me that the forest to the south may be able to provide some shelter.
Ah, yes, I saw it on the way here. Far to the south, I think they call it Forever Forest.
Something along those lines, I'm not entirely sure myself. I am new to this area.
Oh? From where do you hail?
The eastern areas.
So everyone kind of sees Adelon and this copper dragon sort of making these high-pitched, like T-Rex sounds to each other, and then he makes some low growls and snarls, and it's kind of funny, like watching two lizards talk to each other. They sort of do bites and snaps for punctuation at the end of their sentences and things like that. See if I have some.
Would you body language and sounds?
Yeah. So, from which lands do you hail?
I come from the eastern areas of this land.
Ah.
I believe it's known as Eastern Panoplia or something along those lines.
Ah. Interesting. You're quite far from home. Pardon my mood. I'm normally more jovial, but the weather has its effect on me from time to time.
Adelon will sort of bow her head in understanding, and yes, I can understand that.
So you believe I should take shelter in the forest to the south?
It's entirely your wish. No one can truly control one person, or dragon in this case. I'm just offering what I know from what my companions know.
It is a good idea. Would you tell your companions I thank them for their information?
I shall. And perhaps we may meet again under more favorable conditions.
Perhaps. I do tend to wander a lot.
I feel the same will be much. I feel much will be the same for me during my life.
Yes. Well, I'll be off then, towards the south. I don't like to get wet. It annoys me. By the way, what was your name?
I'm known as Adelon.
Ah.
And you are, maybe? Hello?
You don't speak his language.
No, I know.
May I learn your name?
I am Grizzlock. Grizzlock.
You can go with Onius or Anius then. It's an
Fuck the terrible.
Grizzlock Inus.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is nice to meet you, Grizzlock.
And you as well, Adelon. And he sort of like kicks off and gains about 10 feet almost instantly. There we go. And 10. He's like trying to take off using this muddy ground as a runway. His wings damn near hit the ground with his first 3 or 4 flaps, you know, being weighted down by the rain. sort of does like a half move, trying to gain altitude. And he does another one.
It's such a majestic sight.
And another one. And eventually he just sort of nobody stops him or says anything or does anything. He just kind of flies away. Gaining like 10 feet per round. Boop. Oh shit. I wanted to save that token.
Oops.
Dragon, what can you do?
Well, that
What? What?
I was just saying that was an interesting encounter.
Dragon.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, there we go.
So everyone sees this dragon fly away, and Adelon's like talking to it for a minute, and it just kind of jumps up and flies away. Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
So, Avalon will sort of turn around, come back over, particularly to Thrasham, and she'll ask if. So, Thrasham, do you or any of your companions know the name Grislock, or would it ring any bells?
I believe I have heard of or met a Grislock before, a copper dragon, period. That's alive anyway.
Well, that
Yeah.
dragon said his name was Grislock. There is a chance it may have been the same one we met.
Dragons we've met were hatchlings, and that they would not be that big.
Lucas, go ahead and roll wisdom. Wisdom check.
Time changes things.
Alright, wisdom check.
Oh no, don't type. Just click on your token, click on ability check, and then click the drop-down menu, select the wisdom, and then hit enter. No. Just do the ability check macro thing.
Okay. Alright, there we go.
Okay, you get the feeling that he didn't really feel like fighting today. Especially you guys. His behavior towards your party was very non-threatening.
Like, I'm glad that went well. It's always such a shame when you have to kill creatures of good just because of misunderstandings. Upwards and upwards and good stuff.
Yeah, plus considering the size and power of that dragon, It would have at least taken out one of us before going down. I'm glad things
But
ended.
from experience, it wasn't that tough of a dragon. Its mere presence would have gripped you with terror if it was a strong dragon.
Adelon shall resume.
Function in its...
Adelon said what?
I'm just saying Adelon's going to resume her position.
Going to what?
still function.
Resume her position.
Oh.
Saying, you know, the fact that it functioned in its presence meant it wasn't too strong, though. Dangerous, no matter what category, how old they are.
Well, I prefer to avoid fighting a dragon all the same.
Although evil ones are best dealt with if you can find them. Light upon the land.
Is Mizuko here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard any role playing or anything.
Oh no, my connection is being kind of terrible right now. The storm is.
Oh, there's
Storm is
there's a storm out on the coast.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much.
Okay.
My power might go out just so everyone knows.
There's
Yeah.
a storm in game and there's a storm in real life.
It's actually calming down right now. I'm starting to see some sun, but
That I'd be okay because I have a laptop, but I wouldn't have internet, so it's sort of pointless.
I'd be able to get internet if I turn my generator on.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyways,
So. That was at 7 a.m. And the storm rages on. Rage. Alright.
Dean.
What was that? Sorry.
Saying Rage Against the Machine there.
Oh, yeah.
For that encounter now or at the end of the session? Because he did the other one immediately, so.
Oopsie daisy. Yeah, now it's fine.
how close are we to the river?
I think you can see... No, you can't see it on this map. I'm not sure. I'd have to calculate that. A few days. From what you can
3
remember.
days before we get to the map.
Yeah, it's off the edge of the map.
Oh no, I mean, how far away is the river? Like the edge of the river? Like, how close are we to the river?
A couple days away. Okay. Is there a minus there? Okay, so the henchmen get 600, and PCs get 1200.
Yay.
All
Okay.
right.
So I'll calculate that in a second, Mizuko. I'm not going to give you an exact number, because your memory isn't, like, exact.
I'm more saying if we can see the river from where we're standing
Oh,
at.
no. You would be able to see it on the map.
Okay.
All days, yeah.
Let's see. So you move 1, 2, 3, 4, and along that path, you can see all of this and this square too. But no, you don't see it. But you remember, it's quite a ways away, like more than 100 miles away still. I think. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, more than 100 miles away still.
Easily more than 100 miles.
Yeah. Just because each of these squares, Mizuko, can you see the map?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so each of these squares is 12 miles by 12 miles.
Okay.
And the edge of the map is roughly 10 squares away, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squares away. So 108 miles just to get off the map to the next one.
I see.
And then on the next map, the river is... Loading. It's approximately 18 to 24 miles from the edge of the next map.
I see, and that's probably where my village is at.
Your village is way up the river and then across the mountain range from this side of the world. So you are...
Oh!
Yeah, you are thousands of miles away from your home.
Damn, I forgot how far I traveled.
Yeah. Wait, not thousands, but probably like 1,000. Maybe.
Far enough.
Say what?
I said far enough.
Yeah, that's pretty far.
And is the 1,200 experience for each of us, is that calculated for each, or just the total for the whole party?
That 600 is for each henchman, and then 1,200 for each individual player character.
Okay.
So I'm never going to give you a party total, ever. I'm always going to give you individual stuff.
Alright.
Because that would just cause too much confusion. Okay. Okay. So, for the rest of the day, you know, the weather, it sucks. It really does. But fortunately, you know, at the end of the day, Azuro can cast his, Okay, you can roll hit points right now. And, also, what level are you now?
I'm 4th level.
Okay, so, tomorrow morning when you're memorizing spells, you can fill your new spell slots.
Cool.
Okay. And did you get a spell when you got to level 3? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, I got irritate.
Okay, irritate. All right, good. All right. So you've made it to this point. today, and Azuro, he cast that Leoman's shelter spell or whatever it is, which is a cabin, and it gives you a dry, warm space. The fire's nice and warm. You can dry your clothes by the fire.
Or scales.
Yeah, or your scales. Azuro can create screens and stuff for Mizuko. I think Mizuko and Adelon are the only people that are female. Well, that and Stella. So, like a little changing room for women if they feel shy about taking their clothes off in front of other people, or not, depending on how you want to play. And
I don't wear clothes at the moment.
yeah. So if you were to change into your female form.
We'll cast Proving versus Combustion if there's anybody in the party that still needs it. Or if not, it could be smaller items now. I think Draz and this has it, right? Does Mizuko need it still?
Do I need what?
Proving versus Combustion, or were you the other person that got it already?
I haven't gotten it.
The largest article of clothing you like to protect was most likely your kimono, right?
Oh
Like
yeah,
you don't wear
yeah.
armor.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
You want to write that on your character sheet. Proving versus Combustion by Willowith level 9, and then it gives you a +2 to your save. And well here.
Okay. So all three guard shifts go by, and it's now the September 26th. The storm dies down.
Yeah.
And now there are just strong winds again. Okay. And you're able to move 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And camp again. Some more areas are revealed. This square here, this square, this square. Okay. You're nearing the edge of the map, as you can see. And the 26th goes by. All right. Unfortunately, the wind whips up into a strong gale on the 27th. Basically making flight super dangerous. And
I'm
pretty
walking
much
then.
impossible. Yeah. What's your walking speed?
9.
9. Okay, so your party is slowed down to 9 unless Thrasham has planned ahead and has actually memorized that spell again. Did he?
It's an innate ability by Azuro.
Oh.
And he can just...
What's it called? It's an innate ability?
Sure.
What's it called? Thrasham, are you there? Thrash him. Thrash him. Thrash him, can you hear me? Okay.
I think it was like